Hey Kim, so it's been 2 weeks since I planted my tomatoes, my pole green beans, and my scallions. So I wanted to show you the progress. Of course, I planted some of the other things much earlier. And as you may recall, we had to go back and plant more cucumber seeds. This is, I just threw some of the jalapeno seeds in here that I found later, and then like I said, I came home and dug through, so I put this netting over it, but I don't know if anything's going to happen there. This was, what's funny is, so I planted the pole green bean in the middle 2 weeks ago, but you can see on the sides here and here there's some bush beans that I had planted May 1st when I planted the first container garden. And I'll show you the first container garden. You can see the lettuce has done quite well. I thought lettuce liked cool weather, but you know, it might just be the type of lettuce. Here's the summer squash. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, I think that's it. That kind of died back a little bit with the cold, but then bounced back quickly. Now you'll see in here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cucumbers, and those I had to replant by seed. You know, all of this stuff except for the pole green beans, which here's 1, 2, yeah, there's just 2 in here. All of this stuff I started inside on, is it 5 weeks ago now? March 18th. You do the math. So that's why they're further along, but the cucumbers, you know, I had to redo. I opened this up today. You normally have a little fence here because the first time and only other time I tried lettuce, remember the house sparrows just picked at it and it went nowhere. So I opened this up today because I'm gonna just clean things up, find little weeds starting to grow in there and grass. And here's my second container that I planted 2 weeks ago. These are my largest tomatoes plants. They were the largest ones I had, so I planted them in here, hoping they'd grow the fastest and do the best in the container I bought. And then, you know, I have the marigolds down here, some of the flowers dying back and new flowers budding. And then I have the scallions, of which I've never planted before and know nothing about. I have to read when they're going to be ready because I literally have no idea. But these are doing really well, and because I have the fencing a little on the outside of the container, I don't know how long it'll take for these to reach. I might have to put some poles in to steady them before they can grow up that. And you can see the small netting I have here that I keep over, so no critters get in it, but I'm thinking they'll be okay if I don't put that back, because here we've got my 2 little tomato plants that sprouted the latest, like they were the last ones to sprout, and they look like they're doing fine and nobody's bothered them. So I'm thinking I might be okay to keep this open. But I will keep you up on the progress. This is only 2 weeks and it's looking pretty good. Oh, as long as I'm over here, I'll show you the other tomatoes. You know, I planted these down here thinking these were kind of my medium-sized tomatoes at the time. And there's a couple of pole green beans. Remember I told you the one was getting eaten. The leaves were getting eaten. But I got 5 of the medium, they were like medium height tomatoes that I planted down here thinking they could grow up the fencing, you know, trying to use all the space as possible. And there's some marigolds in there as well. And they're doing good. This little guy is getting the least amount of sun. So I pulled this, see I have this fence posting here. I pulled this post out because it was blocking it. So maybe now he'll do better. Of course, the brown-eyed Susans on the other side are kind of also shading, making him shade a little more. All right, I'll talk to you later. Cheers.